Hi, I'm Lance Bledsoe. I'm a math teacher and a math coach, and I have been teaching and coaching other math teachers and writing math curricula and recording instructional videos for over 15 years. And I love teaching math for several reasons. One, probably like most math teachers, I've always enjoyed math, and I like being able to share that enjoyment with my students, especially students who maybe don't enjoy math as much as I do. I also learned early on that I enjoyed helping other people to understand math. I was a tutor from the time I was very young, and I enjoyed and still enjoy figuring out what someone else is struggling with, what it is that they don't understand, and then figuring out the best way to help them understand that. Later, I learned that teaching math also allowed me to help students learn other skills, like, for example, logical thinking or clear reasoning or problem solving skills. And one of the skills I most enjoy being able to share with my students, I learned from a fascinating video that I saw once in which a college math professor talks about how she almost didn't major in math because she didn't think she was very good at it. She was never the best student in her math classes. She never felt like she picked up on new math concepts quickly or solved problems super fast. But she stuck with it. She had different teachers who kind of encouraged her to stick with it. And as she began to take higher level math courses in college, she began to be exposed to the kinds of problems that actual mathematicians work on. And that was when she began to realize that she, in fact, had developed one of the most important skills for a mathematician, because the problems that she began to be asked to work on were really hard problems. And they didn't have really obvious solutions, or a lot of times they didn't even have a really obvious place to start. And so when she began to see a lot of her fellow students kind of decide, I don't think majoring in math is going to be for me, because they didn't like that, that feeling of frustration or not being able to, to know how to solve a problem. But she had developed the ability to sit with that frustration and continue to try to figure out different approaches. And that skill she eventually learned: persistence, perseverance, ability to deal with frustration, willingness to stick with a problem even though she didn't yet know how she was going to solve it. That skill was a really important skill for doing well in math. So, being able to help students learn all of these different and valuable skills, that's why I love teaching math. So, thank you for watching my video and for considering my application. And I look forward to hearing from you soon.